What's up, guys? It's Spam for Breakfast, back again with another review. First and foremost, we have a bit of an apology to deliver. We had another nice Christmas special planned, similar to our Thanksgiving special, but we went to go purchase things to make said special, and it just wasn't available. It just wasn't happening. Today is a special video, nonetheless. Even if we couldn't do a Christmas special, this one's still pretty cool. First and foremost, we got our special guest star, Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
This is our friend. He's an avid viewer, and now he's part of the team. And then the second reason this one's special, we got another MRE, which may not sound that special to begin with, but this is actually vintage. As to how vintage, we're not quite sure. My old boss, who was a retired Army Ranger, gave me this because it was given to him when MREs were sort of being introduced and fleshed out. So I don't actually know the date this is from, but I do know it is relatively old, and I cannot wait to see what's inside.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. It should be interesting. I mean, you can just tell by the packaging that it's old. It's a bit worn out, and it has the the old design on it.
Old design, old logo, yeah.
It was actually in your freezer for a while.
It was. That's if you're gonna preserve an MRE, you wanna put it in the freezer. So my freezer for 2 or 3 years actually, and then I took it out recently when we were getting ready to film. So let's do it.
Every dog has its day. Let's check this out.
Let's do it. So we open her up, and we noticed a couple of vintage things straight off the bat. Number one being the charms. I have not seen those in an MRE that I have purchased that has been from recent years. And then number two, well, there's a few things with this accessory packet, but the first of which that we noticed right off the bat is the actual Tabasco bottle. They stopped doing that a while ago.
Pretty cool.
Now they just have a soft packet of Tabasco. But yeah, we can get the rest of this trade up and check it out.
Yeah, we got our crackers. Looks pretty normal. Same as they always do. What do we got there? Granola bar?
Granola bar, okay.
Sure. Peanut butter.
Oh, that's a different package.
Yeah.
That's not what Oreos do. We're still a skinnier tube, longer tube. Flip her over. What's on the other side? That is our main. That is our entree.
Cheese tortellini and tomato sauce with a hefty list of ingredients.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Applesauce.
Nice. We'll get her trayed up. Here it is, all out onto a tray. We were checking the date codes, and we noticed this one might be a little hard to see, but it's from 2003, and the entree is from 2001. So we got definitely got a bit of a vintage ration here, 19 years at least.
You can't see the Nature Valley bar too, has that old logo on it.
And then a few other things that just look older, for the ration itself. This ration heater has an older text on it, which, by the way, worth mentioning, we're just going to heat up our food in a pot of boiling water because there's no way that thing works. And the charms look older, the Tabasco looks older, the iced tea drink mix looks older.
That's pretty cool.
This is pretty cool, yeah.
Let's check it out. We got our applesauce. Ryan's gonna take it out here and get it onto that tray. See how it looks.
We didn't heat the applesauce up at all because normally when we eat applesauce, I don't think any of us have it hot.
And it is dark brown.
It is dark brown.
Oh my.
There is a slim chance some of this has gone rancid. I guess we'll see.
Let's see if I can get a close-up here. Yeah.
Very dark brown.
Not your typical applesauce color. The texture also looks a bit off. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's a little more solidified than...
It surely is. We also have the cheese tortellini here, which we warmed up in a pot of boiling water. which get out onto the tray here. Oops. Okay, it looks pretty normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Smells totally normal. Hot. Ooh, very hot. The package is very warm. That's about it, though. There's some more sauce in there, which I'm not super concerned about. But yeah, that's about it.
Let's get a zoom. I mean, it looks relatively normal. Yeah. I mean, if you got that in a more recent MRE, I wouldn't question it.
Right. Not like the applesauce, anyway.
The tea looks good.
Tea does look good.
Nature Valley looks and smells just fine. The Lucky Charms are a bit sticky. Lucky Charms.
The charms.
Charms.
Just
The assorted charms are a little sticky. They may have melted at some point, but they're not too discolored. So let's check this out.
Let's try it, yeah.
And here we have it. We got everything out onto a tray, ready to eat. What do you guys want to start with?
I don't know. I kind of want to inspect that applesauce, just to make sure it's still good. It is really dark, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is bad.
It doesn't look very appetizing. I can say that much.
It's true.
I'm gonna give it a smell.
We'd be able to tell pretty quick, though. I think if it were not good.
I think we can tell by the smell.
Is it not good?
It is pretty rancid smelling.
Ooh.
It smells like vinegar.
It is.
I
wasn't
can smell it
expecting
from
that.
here, actually.
Ooh.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pass on that one.
Give me your spoons. I'll rinse them off. Yeah. I don't think we can eat that one.
Quite unfortunate, honestly.
I'm not surprised, obviously, with the color and a little bit of the texture.
Even Richard can smell it.
Yeah,
Not
it smells like
happy.
vinegar, right?
It does smell like vinegar.
Yeah.
So what? If that, do you remember 2001, 2003, somewhere in there? So it's 20 years old. So I guess it's not really that surprising.
Yeah. I'm gonna start kneading this peanut butter.
Okay.
We can go from there because the crackers look as normal as they ever could.
Very true. I think what if we try the tea in the meantime?
Sure.
Why not?
Tea smells normal, lemony, sugary.
The peanut butter itself, as far as nutrients go, it's not bad. It has vitamin A, vitamin C, a little bit of iron. Yeah, pretty standard, I would say. Nothing standing out there.
Tea's
I think
good.
they typically fortify their peanut butter now with vitamin D, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. That sounds correct anyway.
Tea smells good. And it tastes good.
Yeah, it does taste good. If that were,
That's really good, actually.
not that it's a luxury that people in the field have, but if that were cold,
Yeah, I was
That'd be-
just about to say, if we had some ice
right,
in that glass, that would be very refreshing.
hit the spot for sure.
Alright, let's see this peanut butter here.
So why does this cracker look moist? There's like a sheet, it looks like it's covered in glitter. You see that?
Oh yeah, I never noticed
That's
that.
weird.
They smell fine.
It smells kind of like cardboard, but I mean...
I mean, yeah, but we've had these before.
Yeah, we've had these before.
Let's see what this peanut butter looks like.
Peanut butter looks normal.
Totally normal. Sorry, it might be kind of hard to see, but yeah, looks creamy. Doesn't look too watery, and smells like peanut butter. I'm gonna break this guy in half. Ryan, I'll share with you here
Sure.
if I can manage.
Close
A
enough.
little struggle, but that's okay.
Here, why don't you take that?
Give me a chunk too.
I'll give you.
Perfect. Yeah.
There you go.
Looks good, smells good. Crackers are never too exciting. This vintage peanut butter probably isn't that exciting either, but we'll see. tastes pretty much exactly how you would expect it to.
Yeah. Nothing off about it, I would say. Tastes fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange thinking this is about 20 years old, maybe more, and it's preserved perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'm pleasantly surprised with that. The nice thing about having the peanut butter with this Emery is you can
Oh yeah, you got the granola bar too.
you get the granola bar in there. You could kind of dip that. I'm gonna take my piece. This is supposed to be cinnamon. You actually can smell a bit of cinnamon.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize this was actually cinnamon flavor, but
As far as appearance goes, it looks like any other Nature Valley bar.
looks normal, smells cinnamony.
Pretty solid flavor compared to the cracker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This
A little
is
more bite.
Yeah, it's a nice crunch to it.
Tastes good.
Again, tastes totally normal. And the ingredients on this was pretty basic from what I remember looking at. It was rolled oats, sugar, cinnamon, pretty much as basic as it gets with minimal preservatives. I'm gonna try a bite with peanut butter.
Oh, that's probably pretty good.
Might make you thirsty, but luckily you have that refreshing
Got that
tea to
tea,
pair
yeah.
with it.
There's some more of that. I feel like this doesn't smell as strongly as it should.
No?
It tastes good, but it just doesn't. I smell a vague like whiff of lemon, and that's about it.
I actually really like the Nature Valley bar with the peanut butter.
Yeah.
I think if I was out in the field, I would be doing that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can't be too surprised because peanut butter, like the cracker and the Nature Valley bar, not too hard to preserve.
Right.
Apples are obviously fruit,
Right.
so
It's a bit
those are harder to preserve.
I think I'm curious how well our entree here was preserved.
Yeah, looks like we're about there.
Yeah. You guys ready for this?
It looks pretty good.
Cheese tortellini.
This is a vegetarian menu. Don't know if we mentioned that or not, but it is 100% vegetarian. Maybe that's why this one seems a bit more basic. Because we talked about how the accessory packet didn't really seem to have very much in it. Well, maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, I think as far as appearance goes, there's a little, I'm not sure what kind of spice that is on there, but it does make it look more appetizing.
Yeah,
And if that wasn't there, I would be, I think, less willing to try it.
right. Smells normal. Smells about how you would expect, I think, anyway.
Yeah, definitely smells normal, I would say. Smells kind of good, actually.
You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. The flavor is good. The texture is not so good.
Texture's a little strange. It's a little jelly-like.
It's very mushy.
Yeah,
It is a pasta though.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true.
if there was a crunch, I'd be very concerned.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like there still needs to be a little bit more body to the pasta itself because it kind of just melts in your mouth almost.
Yeah, you can chew it with your tongue again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. It's not. It doesn't seem to be anyway any rancid or spoils or anything.
Yeah, I think I taste like maybe some oregano.
I'm gonna try it again.
As far as the seasoning goes, the sauce isn't too sweet or like ketchup-like, which I like.
Right, right.
It's actually got like a rich flavor to it almost.
Sure.
And the smell is very like a tasteful smell.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like, I wouldn't eat this because of just the smell.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Go ahead and try some with some of that
You get some
cracker here.
cracker in there, fix that texture problem.
Yeah, that's better. I like it with that cracker.
Mm-hmm. It's edible for sure.
Right.
The Tabasco sauce.
I was just about to say we should see if that Tabasco sauce is good.
We never opened it yet, but as I'm sure you guys know, Tabasco sauce is like a bright red, and this is like
It's like a dark brown.
a dark green brown color.
It's probably still good. The color just changed over time. I'd be kind of surprised if it wasn't still somewhat edible.
Yeah, let's see if I can get this open.
There's some more tea.
It smells just like regular old Tabasco.
And they do make a green Tabasco, but I don't think this is the one that's supposed to be.
I'd be surprised if it were. I like that tea.
I do. Me too.
There's good spice there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so seeing as we've already tried this as is, I'm going to add some. Alright.
Yeah.
We could try it again with or without the bread, without the cracker, I mean.
As long as the smell is okay, I think we can get past the
It
discoloration.
it smells normal. It smells totally fine. I want some cracker with this too, though.
It almost tastes like a less vinegary Tabasco, in my opinion. And it does still hold some heat to it. Like, I thought maybe that would be lost somehow, but it's all there. Tastes fine.
Tastes fine. I know what you mean with the less vinegary thing.
Mm.
It's almost more just a direct heat as opposed to a saltiness and like a.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
I think there's a good kick that sits in the back of your throat.
Sure.
You know, it's not that initial punch. It's more of a lasting heat, which is
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling
preferable
it.
to some people.
I'm kind of feeling it like more now as you say that. Like it's staying in the back of my throat.
Yeah, it's a residual pepper.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah,
tastes pretty good.
That's
It's a good adage.
I would, if I had this, I'd definitely first thing I'd do add the Tabasco.
I would add the Tabasco and crush up some crackers.
Yeah.
I think that it takes it places.
Yeah. It raises it.
It makes it more enjoyable for sure. I wish the applesauce was still good.
Want to
But
add some Tabasco to the applesauce?
We could spice things up.
so I guess, all that's left is these charms.
Which looks like we just got a basic color.
Yeah, they
You're
look.
taking green? Are you serious?
You want green?
I kind of did want
I'd say green. I'm more of a red guy.
I kind of want green or yellow.
I'm going red.
Ryan, what are you going to do?
I will, as a guest, I will take whatever's left.
Okay.
Well, we got orange, red, yellow, or purple. Purple, I have to note, looks the most sticky, kind of torn up.
They all are kind of sticky though in the package. It's worth noting, by the way, we've seen our fair share of vintage ration reviews, and they all have these charms in them, and the old canned rations. I was kind of surprised to see that when we opened this up, even though it's 20 years old, but I just don't think of it in that sense. So
Kind of just smells like plastic. Like there's no smell to it at all.
this one smells candy-y. It also has these weird black spots on it.
Yeah, there's like little speckles.
Yeah,
Could be protein.
doubt it.
I think we'll survive though.
Yeah, probably. If it's rancid, we'll know. What?
Mine was. It did not taste right. It tasted like chemicals or like. I don't know how to describe it. I think I was tasting some of that plastic. Like maybe it melted, the plastic melted onto the candy itself, and I'm tasting that.
I've seen that happen before, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm tasting. That was not very good.
Mine tastes a little funky, but it still tastes like I think that's green apple candy.
Okay.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
It's sour. It's not bad though.
I didn't get much of a red flavor at all.
I know mine is supposed to be grape, but I think it tastes like absolutely nothing.
Tastes like nothing, yeah.
Although my mind is telling me it's grape.
So we got tastes like nothing, tastes like nothing, tastes like chemicals, and taste kind of funky.
Kind of normal.
Yeah, kind of funky, kind of normal.
I'm gonna try this salmon one. See if there's any more flavor.
We got 3 red left. What is this? Is this like a pink?
I guess. Yeah.
And a lemon or a yellow? You want to try that one then?
I don't know, man.
Well, you can try this pinkish one. I could try that one.
I think
I'm pretty sure those are all
fine, dude. Like, this is part of my review. I think it's like this is what I'm trying. That I'm not gonna eat it again.
But they're okay, whatever. They're different flavors, but sure.
I wonder if that brown is like just brown sugar and they didn't use like the white processed
You mean the
sugar
brown
for these.
specks on it?
Yeah.
That is a little strange.
And I don't know what I expect this one to taste like because it is salmon color. And I don't expect it to taste like the fish either. So.
All right. You notice how soft they are?
Mm.
I like this one. This lighter red one, not quite salmon, but lighter red tastes better than the green one I had. Kind of satisfying actually. You can just like chew it. It's like it's gum.
I think this one is supposed to be cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
I think. I'd imagine that's not a color, and for that unfortunate reason, I think it's supposed to be cotton candy. I hope it's cotton candy, because that's what it tastes like.
Tastes like?
That's exactly what it tastes like.
This one was good. I don't really know what it tastes like, aside from just like fruity. It was good though. Maybe there's another one. I think it might be kind of watermelony, but I'm not super sure.
I'm gonna go back in on the tortellini here.
You guys really gonna leave that one last yellow charm for me?
There's 2.
Oh, there is 2.
Well, one's actually got into the peanut butter.
Yeah,
but,
one yellow charm ended up.
One
in the,
lost
peanut butter.
soldier.
Yeah, right. I'll try this last yellow candy. Ryan, what do you think of that tortellini?
I think if I was a soldier, I'd most likely be satisfied.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm curious as to why they advertise that this is vegetarian. Because you could... I mean, it is relatively basic, but even if it weren't, you could just say it's, cheese tortellini and not advertise that it's vegetarian. So I'm curious if there's another reason for that. But,
Yeah.
Or if that necessarily limits the contents to as basic as this is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure. This one was really sticky, by the way. It smells like nothing.
I think out in the field too, that pasta. I mean, when you're starving, like when you're really hungry, that would probably be pretty good.
Yeah,
like
okay.
I think that would hit the spot. As far as everything else, it's kind of just filler. Like
Right.
the crackers, the Nature Valley, it's all carbs, It always comes with that damn salt packet, but nobody ever uses it. At least I never do.
I can't imagine adding salt to any one of these.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe the applesauce.
Nothing here was especially salty, which is a little surprising, I guess. Maybe the pasta could have been... I would have expected it to taste a little more salty, but no. I think everything tasted pretty normal, which is cool, This is, like I said, like 20 plus years old.
So, everything held up except for the applesauce, right?
Mm.
You thought
Yeah.
your charm tasted kind of funky?
I would say those didn't hold up.
Well, I mean, they're edible, though.
They're,
We hope
I
so.
suppose they're edible. Yeah. Well, I guess
We
we'll
don't
find
know
out.
yet. Yeah, but that last one I had, by the way, was like just a light citrus. Didn't really scream lemon, but it was
Yeah.
citrusy. It was good, sweet.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think that was just some exposure to a temperature.
Most likely.
But as far as the actual charms go, they're not like rotting.
Right.
So yeah,
I think it's rating time.
I think it is.
Maybe
Oh,
should
we gotta
try
try
the
the
gum
gum,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Luke, last time we had MRE gum, your piece just dissolved in your mouth.
It literally turned into foam and tasted like toothpaste.
So how are we doing this time? We only got 2 pieces.
Right.
One of us isn't gonna have one because Ryan needs one.
Mm-hmm.
Who's not getting one?
It's the special guest.
I
Could
would
give the
kind
other
of-
one to Richard.
Yeah,
I would kind of like to redeem myself,
sure.
so I'm hoping I'll give this a shot and it'll be normal.
It'll be normal. Sure.
So
Honors are all yours, sir. There you go.
Open that hand.
oh, caught it.
Nice. Can I smell it real quick? That's what she said.
Can I smell your gum?
Okay, I don't smell it. I was just curious if there was a minty
No, yeah,
like,
there's nothing.
aroma.
All right, let's do this.
Did you get it? Nice. How is it?
I think it tastes like gum.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to dissolve, but
Yeah, right.
no, it's holding up.
Yeah, it does.
Tastes minty. Yeah, just tastes like regular gum.
The shell wasn't too hard. Nice and chewy.
It's kind of nice.
The only thing
I like the mint flavor it has to it.
the only thing that bums me out about that gum is that, well, I'm sure soldiers have their individual toothbrushes. This is what they get for their after dinner like
Yeah.
mouth cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a piece of gum. But
Yeah.
it isn't bad, you know.
It would
No,
hold up.
not bad at all.
I
It's
think.
like a winter green, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Usually the wintergreen comes in a red package.
Oh no, that's the.
Oh, that's the cinnamon.
Yeah,
I'm wrong. Yeah,
that's
I'm wrong.
cinnamon. Yeah, pretty standard, refreshing, nice after eating. You know, obviously. I think overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this MRE.
Is it rating time? I mean, what?
Yeah, let's do this.
What? So you gave that pizza slice a 7.8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I gave the pizza slice. I think it was lower than that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think for this?
Well, it's interesting because I think the biggest qualm I had with the pizza review was the actual pizza. But I liked all the other components
Okay.
more, which brought up the score. But in this case, my favorite part of this MRE is the entree.
Yeah, and another thing I think we should consider while we do this is that this is 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If it weren't 20 years old when the applesauce were edible, I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't make that much of a difference because this one's pretty basic, as we talked about.
Yeah.
But still, if it weren't 20 years old and everything was as it should be,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should factor that in when you rate it.
Yeah.
But,
I would also like to note that the iced tea really made me happy.
it's good.
You know,
Yeah.
it tastes good, it smelled good. I'm more of a tea person than a coffee person anyway, just because coffee gets the digestive system moving a little too quickly. So I'm glad that held up and I'm glad it was good. However, I think I have to go lower on this one because the components, like each side, is pretty bland. The applesauce obviously went bad. I didn't have a great experience with the charm. So on this, also factoring in that it's 20 plus years old, I'm going 5.9.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised it is that much lower than the pizza slice, but at the same time, I am not.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Ryan? You've never rated an MRE before. Have you ever had an MRE before?
I have had a lot of MREs, either camping or like hiking in the mountains. So I've tried my fair share and variety of MREs, and comparing them to this one is a little unfair considering the age of this. But after the consideration, the weight, and my memory of how good those were, versus how good this one is, I'm gonna put this one at a 6.5.
Okay.
That's factoring in like the applesauce not going too well, the mystery flavors of the charms.
Right.
I think that's a fair score.
Mm.
I do too.
I think the breadwinner for this is the tortellini for me.
Mm.
Yeah, the tortellinis, it held up. And if it wasn't 20 years old, I feel like it'd still taste the same.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing at all. I think it was pretty good.
Hopefully a little less mushy,
I
but
doubt it.
I doubt it as well. That's just a personal
Right.
hope
That's why you
of
got
mine.
the crackers, man.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember what I rated the MRE pizza. But I think I'm confident, regardless of what I gave the MRE pizza, I think I'm confident giving this a 6. And that's both taking into account and ignoring the applesauce, because realistically, if the applesauce were perfect, it wouldn't have added that much.
Mhm.
You know, you just have another thing to eat.
Right.
But aside from that, its ration isn't that much different from it would have been back when it was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a 6 is a decent spot for this. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as far as the components and everything that's laid out, it's still pretty much the same. Like, you still get your sides, the entree, you get the accessory packet. Nothing has changed that much over the years. But it was cool to see. I think I was pleasantly surprised. I was honestly expecting this to be a little more rancid than it was.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. It's not. It almost makes you wonder what is added to this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Thanks for watching our very special Christmas review with our special guest, Ryan. It's been a lot of fun.
Has been. Again, we're bummed we weren't able to make a Christmas feast like we did for Thanksgiving, but you can blame other greedy shoppers, I guess.
Yeah, I think this makes up for it.
This is
we have a
good.
special guest and a vintage MRE.
Right? 20 years old, that's weird to think about, but
yeah.
it's around 20 years old.
I mean, we're definitely not going to be doing these often, so I think that makes it a little more special.
I mean, even when we do more MRE reviews, they're not going to be 20 years old.
Right, that's what I'm saying,
yeah.
yeah. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. This is Spam for Breakfast, again, with another review. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe.
Show your mom.
Turn on notifications. Show your grandma.
Yep. Show your cat.
Show your dog.
What would you show Ryan?
Who would I show?
Yeah, show your somebody.
I'd show Richard. I know you'd like it.
Show your animals, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if they're cool cats, like Richard.
Happy holiday, you filthy animals.
Alright. Thanks for watching.